What have been your impressions of Curtis Sanford? What stands out working with him?
I had a great start with him. He's very detailed, and I think he's gonna help my game a lot and develop me and help me get better every day. So we're up to a really good start. He's got a lot of good things that he'll help me to work on.
We noticed you guys are wearing like blinders to help you track the puck. What's that experience like?
It's a bit challenging. It's obviously makes it harder for you to kind of track the puck, and you gotta be even more detailed with your visuals and try to track the puck even more. So it's a good tool to use before practice.
Have you used it before this camp, or is this the first time using it?
I've actually used it a couple of times before, yeah, in Sweden. So it's not totally new for me, but it's like I said, it's a good thing to kind of work on.
What does it look like when you're wearing it? Is it just you only see kind of the middle, or how do you describe it?
It's kind of like a tunnel vision. Kind of like narrows down your visuals on the sides. So yeah, you obviously gotta be even more precise tracking the puck.
What do you call them? Are they goggles or sunglasses? Like what do you call them? Like
We just call them goggles.
Goggles? Okay.
Yeah. So
cool goggles.
yeah.
Have you spent much time with Matt Murray at all? I know it's busy, and you guys are sometimes in different sessions, but have you had a chance to talk to him at all?
Not a lot. We've been kind of in different groups here all camp, so not a lot, but it seems like a great guy, and just talked a few times quickly.
What's the next step for you this season? What do you want to accomplish?
Well, I want to play more in the NHL. That's the goal for me, and I work for that every day. So yeah, play more in the NHL.
How'd it feel to be back skating?
Yeah, it was really nice. Been a while, and yeah, felt pretty good to be back there and see the guys obviously and get the skating going.
What happened to you?
I twisted my foot this summer, so yeah, been doing some rehab now, and I think it's going better and better. So yeah.
You twisted it in the training, or just walking on the street? Or?
Yeah, training and twisted on ice. Yeah.
How close do you feel you are to playing in a game? Like, are you feeling good about maybe at the end of the week one of those two games?
I don't know yet, to be honestly. I'm gonna do day by day and see if I get better. But like I said, I felt good today, so that was definitely progress.
I think Kyle said you were scheduled to be reassessed tomorrow. Is that still on track to figure out where you are in terms of your injury stuff?
Yeah, I mean, the thing I know now is that I'm just taking day by day, and if I feel good tomorrow, I progress a little bit more. You know, I can probably skate a bit harder and do stuff like that. So, yeah.
You made a lot of progress in terms of your game last season. What do you think is the next step for you this year?
I mean, I think I just want to keep doing what I did last year, but also I think I think I have better in me, and I can play better. And but like I said this summer in the interview, I want to get better defensively, but also put some more offensively. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the season.
How much did you stay in touch with Rasmus over the summer?
I mean, yeah, we talk, of course. I know we had a good summer, and he trained well, so and I saw him today, and he looked in good shape. So yeah, I'm really happy for him to get him signed.
Did you train with him at all in Sweden?
No, I didn't. He's up in Stockholm, and I'm down south, so I don't know.
How much more offense do you think you have inside of you?
I don't know, but I feel like I have more, so I think we'll see.
Does Rasmus seem bigger to you? He said he put on a number of pounds.
What's that? If it look bigger?
Rasmus seem bigger?
I don't know, maybe a little bit. Got some more upper body look like. So yeah, we'll see how that looks on the ice.
Did you ever have a season where you put on extra weight to come into the season?
I think for me it's been like every year I've been trying to like put on a little bit of weight. Like I never wanted to like go too much over one summer or something like that. I wanted to make it slowly and make sure I didn't put on like the wrong kilos.
Where are you at now?
Right now I'm 220.
What were you as a Marley? Do you remember?
I would say, nah. I think over the years, honestly, guys been thinking I was low in weight, but I've been almost the same since I was around 20 years, I think.
So you get Rasmus back. How did you
I thought it looked fine. I mean, there's a lot happening on the ice, a lot of guys, so I wasn't able to zero in on him all that much, nor did I want to. You know, it's going to take him some time to really get to the point where it would be fair to evaluate him. So for right now, we just want to get him back with the group, which we were able to, and reacclimate him and try to get him up to speed with the different things that have been going on and the meetings that he's missed and any of the things that we're doing differently. So there'll be a lot happening for him over the next few days, and he's still sort of going through his fitness protocols and stuff like that too. So he's running on the treadmill, going pretty quick here right now. So he's gonna have to get settled in that sense. So he won't play tomorrow, but he tend to need to get him in at the end of the week.
He said he's come in heavier than his playing weight last year. I know a couple other guys have done that as well. Do you sort of encourage guys on the smaller side anyway? I know Nick Robertson's bigger, Godet's bigger. Do you encourage that among them?
Yeah, our performance staff really handles that, and strength coaches and such, nutritionists, they're on top of those kind of things for our guys. Obviously, the younger players, most of them, for the most part, have got some gains, to be made there physically, and seems like, as you mentioned, the list of guys, there's a good crew of guys that have done a good job in that area. Some cases it's good and it's the right type of weight and strength and muscle and all that, and that can stay with them throughout the season. In some cases, not the case, and that's the kind of thing that we monitor throughout the camp and preseason for them to try to keep the weight on, because it does become a challenge as you get going.
Is the 10 days or so you have left enough runway for Sandin to be a factor for Game 1?
I don't see it being an issue. In a lot of ways, you kind of treat him as like an injured player. And he would be further ahead than a lot of injured guys because he has been skating regularly on his own. But so I'm not so worried about that piece of it. It's more so, the meetings and the different things that we've changed that he's missed to this point, and the reps that come with it. But he's a smart player, young enough guy that he'll get up to speed pretty quickly, I would think. It's just the fitness part of it, and kind of picking up on the things that he's missed, in terms of the meetings and what have you.
The same question basically for Pierre. What did you think of him returning, and is there enough runway for him for Game 1?
Yeah, well, obviously that's an injury situation. So how is that injury response to pushing it and being challenged? He actually did a little more on the ice today than he was expected to do. So that's a sign to me that he was feeling good out there. So that's positive. So if that continues, obviously we'll ramp him up. I haven't had any discussions as to whether or not there's any chance he might be available to play this weekend. I would imagine a lot of that will be determined based on how things go. For right now, just to take it a day at a time and go from there.
Was today a personal day for Yardencroke?
Yeah, he's just not feeling well. That's it. So we're going to continue to monitor him there and see how he's doing. I don't know if he ate something funny or what, but he's not feeling great.
Do you envision trying Sandin on the right side? I know you did that at practice, but I don't know if that's just filling out bodies because of lack on that side, or.
Yeah, I think that's something we want to look at for sure. I spoke with him about that and get him those reps. I know he's done it before at different times, but we'll see how it all shakes out here. We've got a week to get through here and 3 exhibition games to get through. So we'll see where the group is at. We'll see where Rasmus is at, and make the determinations from there.
What does it mean for Nick to be able to impact the game positively?
Well, it's to make plays, get to the net, get the puck to the net, get on the score sheet, all those kind of things. That's one way to do it. In his case, I think that was sort of the missing link because he's been working really hard. He's been on the puck. I've been happy with his play away from the puck. He's an offensive player, so a lot of times if a guy's not showing the ability to do that consistently with that type of skill set, those are the guys you maybe want to give a little more time in the minors and really refine their game offensively at the pro level before bringing them in. So it's been nice to see here in the last 2 preseason games. To me, it's the best I've seen Nick look in a Leafs jersey. So that's been really positive to see, and we just want to continue to monitor that. As I would expect with the remaining games, there's going to be more NHL players playing in each game, I would assume, and with that, Nick and the rest of our group will be challenged more.
Is it adjusting to the pace, the size?
I think I think it's all of those things. It's the pace, it's the structure, it's the size. It's all things that you've got to figure out what works for you and how you can create offense. In some cases, what you've done to this point works right away for some guys, and for others, they have to make adjustments. I think I would put Nick in the adjustment category. I think that takes time, and he's still a very young guy, as we all know. And he appears to me to be making those adjustments, and we can see the contributions coming as a result. So we're just going to continue to monitor that, continue to work with him, but we're very encouraged.
Notice the goalies wearing basically blinders to, I guess, help them with tracking, as Matt Murray was telling us. I know the goalie coach not allowed to talk to us. I wonder if you can speak to that innovation that you've seen with how Curtis Sanford was running things.
Yeah, I think it's something that's gaining a little more traction from what Curtis has told me around the goalie community. So I think you'll see more of it probably happening around the league. I know we're not the only team using those or that device. And yeah, I don't know a whole great deal about it, but I'm told that it does help the tracking, forces the goalies that really have to turn their head and use their eyes to find the puck.
Wasn't continuing to track in the right direction.
Yeah, there's been no setbacks that I've been made aware of, and he's continued to get through. And anytime I've talked to him, he's upbeat and he's positive and feeling good. He won't play tomorrow, but the hope is that we'll continue to increase his workload throughout the week, and then make a decision about the weekend.
With Tavares, what makes Bunting a good fit with the top power play unit?
Just the skill set there, obviously the familiarity with Matthews and Marner, that's a natural fit, but he's also very good around the net. So I think the skill sets in that sense are pretty similar. So that's, probably the biggest difference, that Bunce doesn't bring is the face-off presence, both in John's ability to win the draw, but also when John takes the draw, it allows Austin to be more in a shooting position. So now if Austin ends up taking a lot more face-offs, there's a difference there. But in terms of the net front and the entry routes, we think Mike can fit in well that way.
With Rasmus, is there something about his skill set that makes him more suitable to move across the right-hand side, or his age, or?
Yeah, I think just skill set, his awareness, his intelligence, his instincts. That's part of it. And I've seen him over there before, so I think I'm confident that he can make that switch when needed and when called upon. As we've talked about, we've tried different people there. Mette's been there since the start of camp, and Riley's taken some reps there. We know Brody's strong there. Obviously Hall is going to play the right side, so we'll see how it goes throughout. Obviously Liljegren's going to get back here at some point too, so that gives us another right shot. So things will move around, and a lot of our guys are going to have to be flexible.